Barbershop intellectualism. So today we're talking about barbershop intellectualism. A lot of people out here, man, from the Dr. Umar space and things like that, a lot of them may have very strong and positive intentions, but the way it enacted and the way it's pushed ain't always the best way. Let's check out what they're talking about.
Just don't understand how do you not believe in any conspiracy theories. I understand not all of them, not most of them, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theory? You just think the government's just batting a thousand and telling us the whole truth?
Bro, that made me to think about issues like this, bro, because whether it is or isn't, bro, most people never gonna find out for real. The ones that do, clearly it's a reason why they are or aren't speaking or saying nothing, man. So I always felt like this point was redundant because it's just what it is, bro. Literally just what it is. A government is bureaucracy. Bureaucracy exists to slow down progress. If things are slowing down with progress, bro, something in that has to eventually become the slowing down of process, ingredients, travel, but eventually it gets to human life, bro. And the slowing down of human life is what? So in that huge system, there's always gonna have to be a dark underbelly because any system like that, of that size and that spectrum, with this many people involved, with trillions of dollars and revenue and incomes in the world and all that stuff, will always have an aspect of that. It's reality. But it is a good concept and a good place to grow from, so I can never be faulted on
Gotta move, 'cause they fit. They gotta keep moving. You gotta block as much sunlight as possible. Because you reptilian and cannot take any photons because you don't belong here. That's why you're going back to where you came, which was some other condition.
that.
I want you to take a trip down memory lane with me. It's 2013 and middle school. Pill Boy has just got home from school. After poisoning my stomach with a bag of hot crunchy girls, I
Bro's name really is Pillboy. That's crazy. Pillboy is an insane name. I'm not gonna lie. That's an actual insane name, bro.
hop on the computer to see that my favorite rapper just dropped a new music video for his song Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. However, the comments don't seem as enthusiastic as I am. In fact, everyone's accusing him of worshiping the Illuminati. It naturally confused my 13-year-old.
Bro, that era of the early 2010s, bro, where everyone was just throwing up to this and to that, bro, it was actually ridiculous, bro. It was like, dog, y'all are so like head ass right now, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? It was like every single person wanted to be down with that type of energy, bro. And it was like clearly just a thing to get attention and get views and get media, but that was ridiculous, bro. And I feel like that type of way of marketing yourself will always be so corny, bro. Truly, it's like once you are accepting yourself being marketed as a gimmick, then you become a gimmick.
Started digging deeper. It was worse than I thought. Apparently, Jay Z, Beyonce, Will Smith, Oprah, and all these other black entertainers, alive and dead, were part of some demonic moon worshipping cult that's trying to use their music to subliminally make me a puppet for the new world order of reptilian overlords. Hell no. I wasn't gonna let my family be killed by the same demonic cult that killed Michael Jackson in his sleep.
Bro, it's the thing is that, bro, folks be dead 100% stone face, serious talking like this. And I get it, some of these things are confusing or this or that or make you look like this to this. But, bro, like everything cannot always be connected. It makes way more sense that there be numerous people trying to make things shake than one super uber big bad. Just reality, bro. Like real life reality, bro.
I let them know of the danger that was out there, and luckily for me, they had a solution. They took my goddamn phone away from me. Black media analysis truly is a beautiful field of study. Not only do you get to appreciate the many forms of art and entertainment that come from our community, but you also get to see how that same art is shaped by the politics and lived experiences of those that live in it. And
That is true. Like that one recent movie, bro. Sinners, bro. Very interesting movie. Very interesting retrospection. My favorite parts were really when bro was just playing the guitar, sitting in that nice like old school Chevrolet, and they were driving through the cornfields, and just him playing the guitar, bro. Hearing about how they were treating a lot of other young men in that era, how they even strung up bro's homie, and it was just a very real life, real like this is something happening right around us, bro. But we gotta keep positive, keep passionate, keep focused, and that mental even back then is a place of focus. But just like comprehending that that was their focus in those moments, bro, it just made me like, wow, bro. You never know how far things have developed and come in short lifetimes, bro. That would have been so normalized. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff into when there are movies that try to tackle any aspect of historical context in relation to us, bro, because it just is so nuanced, bro. It's introspective. It's on so many different levels, but also so straightforward.
As at the end of the day, it's impossible to separate most, if not all, black art from the racial politics that give birth to it, from jazz, hip hop, literature, all the way down to cinema. And this inseparability is not limited to just art, but all of black media. This includes the news, podcasts, and really any format we use to communicate with each other. Those racial politics, no matter how subtle or explicit, create biases. Contextualize.
That is real though, bro, because people don't realize how much of our media is perspective forced and perspective based off of the media that we consume. So it's like we don't even understand that just the idea and the framework of how we're coming at a position of like let's say a big conflict somewhere outside the country or something. Just our understanding of how things are even based before we even get to the question of what's going on or right or wrong, we're already coming from a brainwashed place because of all the media, things that we've been consuming that are referenced, associated, even having something to do with. It's very surprising how fast misinformation has gotten a strong hold in the country for real.
See, not just how we perceive information, but how we spread it. You take this lens and apply it to the systemic racism that black folks live under, it's no surprise that this lens produces a lot of cynicism. Cynicism that, in turn, gives birth to conspiracy theories.
That thing just happened by accident. No. Sometimes people, mostly white people, make things happen.
I mean, you will be hard pressed to find at least one black person in America that does not believe in some sort of conspiracy theory. I'm not talking.
Bro, because conspiracy theories, literally, the concept was made because of the issues going on, and especially with the Black Panther Party and things like that. So it's like these words were made specifically by other side groups to push against the masses and the mainstream and things like that. So for them to say that we believe in it like it's the boogeyman is not realistic. More so, we have an understanding of the literal foundational realities that were placed in this place in this country to intentionally have varying effects on people of color. Whether you think it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. But you can clearly have a strong understanding in the framework of society that there's an effect of some sort that has a stronger focus on those of color. And I think that things like that aren't really a debate. It's more so a very clear cut thing but because people don't come at the world from real perspective, you can never even find central ground because they're not even trying to stand at the plateaus you're at, bro. So it's better to just get this information and understand it so that you can, change, impact, and affect your own reality, bro. It's a really interesting thing that goes on in real life, bro, because people don't look at it like that. They'll, you stress about what you can't control, and that does suck. But the reality is, there's times in life where you can have a strong central control of your life. And for some, that's once in their entire life. Others, it's numerous times daily. But most people are a mixture of in between. But those moments, you feel them. And when you feel them, you have to act on them. And that's how you change your life and move on for the better. Now, I'm saying this from a very, what you call, ignorant perspective. I came from the trenches. I brought myself up off my own bootstraps. I did it at every level of my life. So I'm very biased. But I still had family, people I cared about, loved ones that spiritually kept me going, even when I could get there, maybe physically or financially or socially. So every aspect and every level and every facet, you need community. Cloudy World, man. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, and we are